Hey guys, Heather here. We are over at our tarantula section of the store because something really cool is happening today that we don't get to see happen very often during the daytime. One of our big tarantulas is starting to molt. It's the Greenbottle Blue, the big one. And yeah, it started to molt today. So let's go check out how it's doing. Here he is. He's moving those feet around a lot. Earlier this morning we saw that he had flipped upside down. Well, I don't know if it's a he, I think it's a he. But he flipped upside down, wasn't moving, but now, several hours later, he's got his feet moving quite a bit because he's working his way out through the back. And if you look really closely, I don't know if you can see, but you can see if you look back there, he's starting to come out of the back. The, not the abdomen, but the thorax, the cephalothorax, he's starting to break out of the back. And that's where they emerge from. They will pull their whole body through that hole in the back. That's why it looks so thick back there, because he's starting to come out. And his feet wiggling are him trying to work his new legs out of the old. So for how long it's going to take this guy to molt, it'll probably take about a full day. So he started this morning when he was flipped over, so it'll probably take him quite a while to be completely done. And as you can see, it's slow, it's very slow. So we'll probably come in tomorrow morning and he'll have his whole molt in his web, or if he decides to throw it outside the web, because they usually like to keep their place that they like to stay clean. So he'll probably throw it maybe to the front or something, carry it to the front. So yeah, when he gets done molting, it'll look like there's two tarantulas in there because the molts look exactly like they do. And we can just cross our fingers that we get an entire molt, because we like to save them if they're nice and intact. And during the molting process is when they can regrow new limbs. If they've lost a limb before, that's usually when they grow it back. It usually doesn't look like as nice as the other limbs, but after a few molts, it looks almost exactly the same as all the rest of the legs. So if your tarantula loses the leg, it'll grow it back during the next molt, hopefully. Alright, so apparently they can molt as fast as like an hour, because it's only been an hour. And he's completely out of his shed. And it's really cool because you can see his fangs right here. And you can see just how fresh they are. They're that really pale white color when they're freshly shed. And as time goes on, they'll darken into that nice shiny black. And at this stage, he's just out, so he is very soft, very fragile. So we're not gonna open it until he's back on his feet. And that will be tomorrow. I'm not sure where the back plate of the cephalothorax is. I think it's underneath him right now, but it'll take him probably maybe a couple hours to flip back onto his feet. Oh, he's starting to wiggle a little bit. Look at those little feetsies. So cute. So in this state, they're extremely vulnerable, so you don't want to put crickets in there with them at all. That's why it's a good idea to take all crickets out when you notice them starting to molt, so that the crickets don't pick on them and actually eat them and kill them. So you definitely don't want that to happen. Alright, so it is the next day, and he's all finished, and he's back right side up now, and he's got his molt down here. It looks like he kind of kicked it out a little bit, so we'll have to go ahead and take that out. Unfortunately, it looks like he kind of ripped the abdomen part off a little bit, but we might be able to salvage that. But yeah, he'll be resting for quite a while. He still looks kind of discombobulated there. Bill's gonna go ahead and take out the molt. There he goes. Oh man.
Yeah, I'll rehydrate it. I'll put it in like a little container with like a damp paper towel, and then I'll be able to pull the legs out and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
She's kind of resting right now.
Oh yeah. It's a big ordeal. Now I'm going to show you guys what Bill does to make them look cool.
Dump the excess water. And that should be good. And I just carefully set them in there because they get kind of dry and very brittle. And then when I put the lid on, you just leave it there for a day or so, and that'll get to the point where you can move it. It's not going to break, and I can kind of like display it out, and I can sell it.
Cool. That's neat. You can see the blue.
Yeah.